the reality is there is no typical victim. Survivors look like everyone.
These survivors are among the estimated 20 to 30 million enslaved in human trafficking around the globe. According to the U.S. State Department, 600,000 to 800,000 victims are trafficked across international borders each year. 80% of these victims are female. Michelle with Wayfinders defined human trafficking for us.
So human trafficking is defined as either forced labor or forced sex services through force, fraud, or coercion.
Human trafficking received a real breakthrough in Orange County in 2003 with the prosecution of a forced labor case of a young girl. Since then, local organizations like the Orange County Human Trafficking Task Force, the Salvation Army, and Wayfinders have worked alongside law enforcement and the district attorney's office to bring traffickers and pimps to justice.
Wayfinders is a nonprofit organization that is located in Orange County and serves all of Orange County in a wide variety of ways. Through victim assistance programs, we are Orange County's designated victim service provider.
With the growth of pornography and the internet, traffickers can remain even more anonymous than ever. A human being can be purchased just like a new handbag or pair of shoes. It's virtually everywhere, even in our shopping malls and residential neighborhoods. There are no typical victims.
The reality for Orange County is there's not one area in Orange County that is not touched by human trafficking. It is something that impacts all of Orange County. It absolutely impacts all of our neighboring counties as well. 2014 showed that human trafficking, so it does include labor and sex trafficking, is a $150 billion business. We believe, I believe that number is outdated and that dollar figure is actually likely much higher in more recent times.
Michelle explains why California harbors 3 of the FBI's highest child trafficking areas in the nation.
A lot of money, and not just here in Orange County, but we have a lot of travel that comes here. We are in beautiful Southern California. We have amazing weather. We have destination location in terms of beaches and some really popular amusement parks. A lot of the survivors that we work with, when they are in their trafficking situation, when they are in the game or in the life, they don't understand that they're being victimized. They don't identify as victims.
So I asked Michelle to comment on what survivors want us to know about how to help them.
And what I hear time and time again from the survivors that we work with is oftentimes they felt invisible. They were being trafficked and they didn't fully understand that they were a victim, and they didn't understand that it was human trafficking and it was happening in broad daylight. They saw other people seeing this happen.
At the time of this story, we were unable to connect with a local survivor, but human trafficking is a global issue. So here's Vanjie in her own words with how the Salvation Army helped to save her life.
I'm Vanjie. I am a graduate of the WELL program, and I'm a survivor of human trafficking. And was doing well, and then I ran into an old friend of mine. Little did I know she was involved in human trafficking and drug abuse. One thing led to another, and I started doing drugs. I lost my job, I quit school. Her boyfriend's name was Mike. Well, Mike made it really clear to me that if I was gonna hang out with them and I was gonna, get high off of his drugs, then I had to do something for him. So I went to the corner of Bryden and 22nd, right here in Columbus, Ohio. And I turned my first trick about 21. I'm 56 now. Mike was, he was mean. Today I pray for him because as far as I know, he's still caught up in that mentality, and it's so sad. I was on Livingston Avenue one day, and there were some women in a Jeep. It was Christina. She came and picked me up and took me to a place called The Well. It's a safe place. And I could talk to her without being judged. I gotta give them credit, because they loved me up when I didn't love myself. I didn't know how. For those who are enslaved in a trafficking situation, there's help available. There's help available. You want out, there's a way out. So I'm sober, I'm free, and I'm loved.
The reality for our survivors is that when they come into services and have needs, they are literally coming to us with near nothing. There are several ways, either through the faith-based community or directly through the Orange County Human Trafficking Task Force, that people can volunteer, and they can volunteer in a variety of ways.
Dressember is a great way to show your solidarity and support to human trafficking survivors. You can visit them at dressember.org to learn more. For additional information on becoming an advocate or for volunteer opportunities, please visit salvationarmyusa.org, ochumantrafficking.com, or wearewayfinders.org. If you suspect someone you know may be in danger, please call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-8888. This is Rachel Spartan for the OC News Team.